back. I've missed you all so very much, and I hope you have all missed me. And I hope we're gonna have a thrilling season 10 Singaporean Grand Prix race. I'm effing. 19 drivers on the grid, guys. Bloody DRL just keeps getting bigger and bigger. What a time to be a part of DRL. If you're not a part of DRL, you're a cuck and a faggot. So I don't know what to tell you. We'll quickly talk about some drivers whilst we're just in Q1. Apparently Q1. It's not Q1, guys. This is short quali. We're not faggots here. We don't sit there and do free qualies. Thoughts on the top runners? Well, the top runners at the moment, mate, are Ben Arnold, Smoky Cheese and Deathlink. That's because no one set a lap. But I think it's quite accurate, to be fair. They're all three great drivers. If you give me a more precise question about who I have thoughts on, although I'm about to talk about drivers anyway, so stay tuned for that. But before we do that, guys, if you're new here, make sure you're spamming that follow button. You know, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Not sure what that was from Deathlink on and out lap. Yeah, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share. Twitch Prime sub. No Finn, by the way. Twitch Prime sub, I thought Finn. Thoughts on Cheese and Ben Arnold? Does seem to be consistent parameters. Cheese, great driver, but needs to put fuel in his car. Ben Arnold, just a really, really solid driver. Thank you, Pete, coming in with that gifted sub. Lots of love for that, you big white man. Congratulations to No Limit for your free gifted sub, buddy. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on those two drivers. And, you know, we've spoke about Ben Arnold and Smoking Cheese, so let's move on to Deathlink. He was our early championship leader, but he's fallen away slightly, guys, over the weeks. He's, maybe problems at home, or I don't know what's going on. He's still P. I'm just having a look at the stands. He's still P2, 11 points in it, but he started off like a house on fire. Had a big dip. I don't know if, I mean, what's happened? I don't know, maybe the Israeli war kind of got to him a bit and he felt that effect, but yeah, he dipped. But he's come back strong. A race win in Brazil and an honourable 4th place in Spain. Obviously, I don't have a fucking clue what happened in that race. Apparently, Alex Caruso won. As there goes Ben Arnold to the top of the charts. So yeah, Deathlink started to find some form again and could definitely retake the championship lead if things go right for him this weekend. MEIQ, his teammate. I got a lot of respect for MEIQ. Obviously, a Division 2 driver last season, and you would have thought, well, surely he won the championship. No, he fucking didn't. But I have it on good authority that the guy that did win the championship was the fucking GOAT. Thoughts on the Janelle Granite WWE case? Heard you're a suspect too. Look, it's an ongoing case, I can't talk about it. But how fucking crazy was it that Brock Lesnar came back? I think we was all expecting a Cody heel turn or something like that. But that music hits in, like, you was hoping for something to happen. Like, it wasn't just going to go off air. It would have been really disappointing. That music hits and you're like, fuck. So that was kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Eason Louis, 25, or Louis, currently in P2. Nice. A possible debut. He might have been here last week. I'm going to call it his debut. I haven't seen him. Obviously, don't know much about him. Driving that lovely green car and his teammate Sketchy Crib. A Warman 7. He sent me a lovely picky the other day, guys. So I said, that's good. That's quite funny. Warman sent me a lovely... Look at an updated photo, guys, of our lovely Warman recreating the piano photo, and he still looks tiny. Look at his little legs. His torso's like okay-ish, but his legs are so short and tiny. You want to give him a big cuddle. I also don't like the black socks, but is that Ty? No, that's Warman. I just told you that. But yeah, that's enough about Warman. Kingspin consistently mid. Newton Killer, last season's champion. Potential future Division 1 commentator. We'll come on to that shortly. Sketchy Crib. He's just there, isn't he? He's just there. He's trying to wiggle his way up over time. And, you know, some races he shows up, other races he does not. For Forrestal Wave 1, Bro Defo bagged 10 seconds in his prime years. I don't know what that means. But I'm going to fucking go with it. Yeah, Forrester Wave. I haven't seen him too much, but a rather speedy driver, guys, you must say. And critical skills. You can expect this guy to finish between 8th and 14th place. We'll see if that comes true. Bag 10 out of 10 means... He means... Oh. How's the nursery kid girlfriend recruitment coming on, Tom? No, it's going really well. I've got some... Scouting some huge targets. Not literally huge, they are tiny. But, yeah, no, it's going really well, trust me. You'll see, I'll start posting some results sooner rather than later. Yuki World in 11th, of course, my girlfriend. Driving around in her Red Bull. Not really doing much. She'll win the race though, guys, don't worry. Alabuk, promoted from Division 2 after starting the season in Division 2. And he's trying to find his feet in Division 1. Temmie Bear, we love Temmie Bear. Always will love Temmie Bear. And one of the few men in this league that I have just nothing but love and respect for. Matej, I don't know why I even I don't really know much about Matej. Is he okay? Someone? We'll just say he's okay. Gold Samurai. I think Gold Samurai came... I don't know if this is his first week back or not. How comes you don't race? Because I don't enjoy racing. I was only racing in Division 2 in previous seasons to kind of help numbers or whatever. And I would go back to Division 2, but I'm unfortunately too fast. I'm too fast for those bozos. So that's why I don't race, and that's why I commentate. What was I? I was talking about someone. Oh, yeah, Gold Samurai, sorry. Yeah, I don't... He should do esports driving when you race. Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. Gold Samurai, I don't know if he came back last week, or if this is his first week back. He was back last week, but so this is my first experience with Samurai back. Look, guys, Samurai, I'm not going to call him a legend of DRL, but he's a favoured personnel of DRL. You know, he's got a lot of history here, and yeah, I think it's been good to have him back, and I hope he stays longer this time, as it's pretty much how he would normally race in the race. Who have I not spoken about? I tapped in that 18. Obviously, the man who's in charge of me and my contract renewal, and yeah, we'll get onto that. But don't expect anything from Pete. He's fat and slow. Chess Boy 6. Expect a few chess jokes coming in from me that make no sense whatsoever. And he is currently down in 13th place. I think there's a couple we are missing. I think it's just Alex Carugo we haven't spoken about, actually. He won the race last week and he was on fire, I assume. I don't know, guys. I wasn't there. He, let's say he dominated. But his first race win in DRL, I believe. I don't remember seeing him do anything else. But he is quick. He came into the season with the fastest time trial times. And it was good to see him finally get going. So can he follow that up with another good result? Let's wait and see. How come you're quitting the commentary then? Well, since you asked, I was going to talk about it. I didn't know when to talk about it. So, you guys might have seen the announcement today. It's something that I thought about for a long time. You know, I flirted with it a couple seasons ago. Decided I've still got a bit more in me. And to be honest, at the start of the season, the plan was to do this season and probably next season. Then that plan changed. The plan became to do this season, announce it probably quite late on, because if I wanted to change my mind, I could. No one would know. But I thought about it, and I've thought about it a lot over the last 2 or 3 weeks. You know, why do I do this? Am I enjoying it? Am I still good at what I do? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons, guys, why I am stopping commentary. Reason number 1. I was starting to get panic attacks and anxiety attacks before streaming. I don't know why. I've been getting them a decent amount outside of this, but I was like always getting them before the streams, so I didn't want to. I don't like that. Reason number 2, I don't enjoy it anymore. Very rarely do I come out of a race and think I had fun there. It's almost like not a chore, but you know, it kind of goes on to point number 3, and I think it's the final point. I don't look forward to this anymore. You know, back in the day, guys, I was like, I would be so gassed. I'd be like, oh, nice, it's Monday. You know, I can't wait. Let's rip some people. Let's call people cunts, faggots, niggers, coons, wogs. You name it, guys. I was going to call them it. Paedophiles. It didn't matter. Nothing was off limits. But that spark just kind of faded away, I guess. And, you know, I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. And by the time the season stops, close enough to 3. So, yeah, I'm happy that I've announced it because, you know, I feel like it's done. And I know a few people will be thinking, oh no, you'll come back next season, it's a joke, it's whatever. Unfortunately, it's not, guys. As I said in the statement, you know, maybe I'll do a bit of commentary here and there with other people, but I will not be doing Division 1 permanently next season, full time, by myself, whatever you want to call it. Whether or not I come back season 12, I don't know. It's possible. Maybe I'll miss it so much that I'm like, yeah, I got to do this again. But yeah, right now, season 11, I will not be doing Division 1 commentary. So I hope that makes sense. And yeah, let's just enjoy the rest of the season, guys. Let's just fucking vibe. I'm going to try to give you absolutely everything I have for the last 10 rounds or whatever the fuck it is. And then that award night is going to be emotional, guys, but that will be my goodbye. And yeah, I will leave you in the very capable hands of the other commentators or whoever takes over from me. We have got a post out on...
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Thank you, Pete. We will be posting an ad on Indeed, looking for a DRL commentator. You will get paid £0 an hour, but Pete will give you tummy rubs. That was my... You can negotiate with him. I think he's a very flexible man, not literally. He is so fucking fat, he can't even bend over. But in terms of, you know, contract-wise, he'll talk business with you. He will talk business with you. So, yeah, guys, if you're interested, and you're not fucking retarded, in, like, the bad way, then, you know, drop those applications. Did bro just say the N-word? I said the N-word, I said coon, wog, I said all kinds. You know, you can't cancel me, guys. You can't cancel me. They tried to cancel me a year ago. They tried to put me in prison. It didn't fucking work. I'm still here. And, oh, don't... Get that bitch to get out of my DMs. Get the fuck out of there. I don't want to talk to you. Doesn't matter though, guys. Back to qualifying. We're done. We're done talking about that stuff. If anyone has any further questions, you can ask and I'll try to answer, but I don't know. It's irrelevant anymore. 3 minutes 20 seconds remain in the session. Smoking Cheese currently leading the way. Who's the favourite in Division 1? Well, you'd have to say it would be Smoking Cheese, as he is the championship leader, and he's currently sitting on provisional pole, if that is what you meant by favourite. I don't know if you meant who's my favourite or what, but in terms of like a race favourite, you know, you're going to be looking at the Cheeses, Ben Arnold, apparently Ethan Louis is up there. You know, Newton Killer, always a dark horse in it. Where's King Tony Toastcheck? He races Division 2, mate. So make sure you're there tomorrow night to watch Tony Toastcheck. I think he got a podium last week. So that was fucking brilliant. It just shows how far downhill this league has gone. Tony Toastcheck getting on the podium. Normally he does about 5 laps and he's retiring. But yeah, guys, here we go. The final runs by everybody. Smoking Cheese holding the advantage at the moment by just over 2 tenths to Ben Arnold. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, JD Assassin 0307. There you go. There's a bit of front wing on the track there. I'm not too sure what happened there. So yeah, it looks like we've got a shoot up between the top 3. I'm not too sure if anyone else is going to be able to get involved with that pole position fight, but you never know. Someone might be feeling a bit naughty, and we will run. Oh no, we won't run on board with Ben Arnold. What about MEIQ? Let's see what MEIQ. Gonna be bro's favourite tug now. Right, yeah, see what MEIQ can do. 5.5 tenths down on provisional pole at the moment, coming through the Sector 1 split now. How's he looking? 300ths down, but not the end of the world. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna ignore chat for a second. Some disturbing things going on. Ethan Louis, sorry, is about to come through the first sector split now. What can he do? He is fucking flying. Nearly 3.5 tenths up. Jesus Christ. If he just doesn't invalidate, keeps this within the white lines, he could be onto something special here. MEIQ is about to come through the sector 2 split. Can he find some time? He cannot. He's 2 tenths down on his current best, so he's not looking like he's going to be doing much today. Or at least in this final run. Here comes Ethan Louis through the tight left hairpin. Gets the car slowed down and back on the accelerator. DRS open, burning some battery. And the sector 2 split will be... Lost a bit of time, but still 2.5 tenths up. So if he can just keep that momentum going, he will have done enough to snatch provisional pole. Ben Arnold, meanwhile, has got started on his lap. He's 400ths up. Smoking Cheese has just started his final lap of the session. It would help if I could see how long is left of the thing, but it's just constant yellow flags, apparently. Here comes Ethan Louis. Round the final corner. Does he take provisional pole? He doesn't! Doesn't do enough in that final sector, and Cheese will be feeling just a little bit safer. Ben Arnold, though, is improving. He was up by just over a tenth through sector 2. Can he keep this going through the tight chicane? Don't want to take too much curb, but still want to take a bit. Lets the car run out nicely, and now through the double left. Pretty much flat out. Up to the line. He takes it by 2 thousandths. And now the pressure is on Smoking Cheese. But Smoking Cheese is replying. He's 2 tenths up through sector 1. Don't think we've got anyone else particularly... We've got to stay on board with Smoking Cheese, haven't we? He is the man to watch in this instant. He just needs pretty much any kind of improvement, and he will snatch back that pole position. What can he do? Through sector 2 now. He's 200ths up. This is going to be fucking close. If he can just... He just needs to keep it up. How much has he got left in the tank? He lost quite a bit of time in sector 2. No predictions, just for fun for race. I will give you predictions after our qualifying session is done. Into the penultimate and final corner comes Smoking Cheese. Has he done enough? Across the line. Oh my god, he improves by 8 thousandths. He takes it back by 5 thousandths of a second. Alex Carugo, meanwhile, he's finding a good bit of time, I believe. I think it just said he was 5 tenths up, if I'm not retarded, which I am pretty retarded. Here he comes, round the final corner, up to P4. Good improvement from him. Is anyone else doing anything? Gold Samurai's not. Pete is fat. And there you go, guys. That will be the grid. Smoking Cheese, just 8 thousandths of a second improvement. But that is exactly what he needed to take back that pole. And he should be leading into turn 1. Not too much of a run down into that first corner. Ben Arnold nearly managed it. So close yet so far. Gold Samurai, hurry the fuck up, buddy. We've all got places to be. I don't want to watch you being a little retard in the pit lane. And then Ethan Louis, 600ths further back from pole. And I believe someone said Louis got this in the bag. He didn't have this in the bag, or did he? He didn't have it. Alex Caruga is quite close, to be fair, in the end. Top 6 only separated by less than 4 tenths. And then we kind of got our midfield pack after that. MEQ down to Deathlink in 12th. And then, yeah, just the people who maybe didn't get the lap in that they would have wanted, or just struggling for pace, perhaps. I'm not too sure. As we are... Gold Samurai, can you hurry the fuck up, you immigrant? Fuck me! I am so cooked. Bro's acting like he's not P7. I've been told, guys, bit of insider information coming out here, that there will be rain coming in the race at the end. Whether or not it hits too late, we'll have to wait and see, but there is our grid. And I don't think anything too... Maybe, I'll tell you what, actually, Newton, Kier and Deathlink much further down than they would have liked. and Smoking Cheese. I mean, how many pole positions has this man taken? He's been on a tear in qualifying, especially. He's just been trying to put together in the race, and sorry, I was reading something. He's been trying to put together more consistently in the race, and he's starting to do that. If he could just put fuel in his fucking car, where he's acting like if he saves fuel, he can actually put it in his real life car. I don't think he even drives. But we are waiting on the grid for this one to get started. No formation lap, guys. We will be getting started in 2 minutes. And I'm seeing a couple of rumours that there will be rain at the end. And, you know, if we start seeing safety cars, which we could definitely see at Singapore after all, it's going to slow the race down, obviously. Heavy rain at the end. Who realistically likes immigrants? Keir Starmer lets anyone in the country nowadays, Tom. Cheese is a sweat. Sparky, don't be mad because you're about 12 seconds off his pace. I can't remember who... Oh, Ray and Hamilton 44. I don't know if I said that right. He wanted predictions for the race. And I'm going to give you predictions for the race, buddy. I'm going to go Ben Arnold win, Alex Kuru go second, and Smoking Cheese third. Feel free to drop your own predictions, guys. Those are mine. If you get it right, you get a free kiss on the lips by me. Redeemable never. So, something to look forward to, I think. And now we can just sit back and relax. Oh, I'll tell you what, we could talk about the race at the weekend. I'll put on Hards and drive a train like Alonso did at Sunday. Could be worth a shout. Yeah, the race at the weekend, it was okay, wasn't it, guys? It was okay. I'm a Lando hater. Fair play to him, though. Fair play. And Hamilton's washed, which we knew ages ago, but just every week it gets a bit sadder, doesn't it? And don't get me wrong, guys, I'm a huge Hamilton guy. I love him. I don't love him as much anymore because he's washed, but yeah. Gabriella Bortoletti is... He's that guy. He is that guy. I saw a post the other day. Yeah, see, look, JD Assassin knows ball. He knows wheel. I saw a post the other day about saying, oh, Bortoletti's thing is his drive's under threat. I was like, I'm sorry, there's no way you're looking at him and thinking, like, he has been, I think, possibly Rookie of the Year. Well, no, probably Hadjar, to be fair. But never mind, guys. Never mind. 5 red lights, and away we go. How has Smoking Cheese got off the line? Don't know, it's not really showing me. Not too great. Ben Arnold takes the lead into turn 1 fairly comfortably. And a few drivers going off there. I think that's a Racing Bull and a McLaren. Contact at turn 1. And Ben Arnold won't mind though. He is through and into the lead of this race. Let's have a look at what tyres people have opted for. A lot of hard runners. The mediums in the minority. Now, Eason Louis possibly sizing up a move, is he? No, he's going to be a bit more patient. But other than that, fairly orderly racing. McLaren going slightly wide, and another McLaren going even further wide, further back. He's going to go side by side with the Haas car. And MEIQ round the outside. Oh, contact with Matej. Matej was riding the curb, and I think he might have just went into him a bit. I don't think you can really... I think that's a racing incident. And I think I've just seen an end plate. Oh my God, there's a McLaren! Deathlink finding some trouble in the second sector. He's got no right end plate, and that is crucial around a track like this. I think Gold Samurai has damage as well, actually. Am I seeing that? Yeah, he does have damage. People struggling early on. Sorry, I should have the gaps on. That's my bad, guys. Ben Arnold making a good start of it, as Chessbot and Alibut getting a bit feisty with one another. Bit elbows out. The amount of wings flying is wild indeed, Rayan. A lot of people experiencing damage. I think we've got at least 3. Whether or not we see them come into the pit. There is an Alpine into the pit lane. As Yuki World gets through on Peter Taplin. Only one person into the pit lane. So we know Gold Samurai has damage. We know a McLaren has damage. It's Deathlink who has the damage. So we've had at least 3 people with damage. Maybe there's more people further back or further forward. Critical Skills, currently the man holding up the train in P8. The top 7 have said, see you later, bozos. We're off. So already, if you're in that top 7, you are looking good for a top 7 finish. Going to be very difficult for these guys to catch back up. And the hard runner's doing a very good job. Eason Louis struggling ever so slightly, perhaps, to keep pace. He has dropped out of DRS. The detection point will come in a couple of corners. Teetering on the edge. Can he find his way back in? He's under. And he's done a superb job. That could be huge for his race, guys. That could be huge. You lose touch of the top 2 and you might not see them again. But he's kept touch. And he maybe just needs to burn the battery a bit. Doesn't want to lose them. He didn't burn it too much. And he'll get DRS again down here. And again, letting some of that battery go. 8 tenths is the gap. He should be more than comfortable enough through the chicane and into the next detection point. But Warman, meanwhile, he was battling with Sketchy Crib through that, I guess, second DRS. And that has dropped him out of DRS. And he's going to have to work hard to get back in. Sketchy Crib will have DRS, of course, on Warman. Warman just about on the edge. It must be a 2-stopper, not going to lie. It will be, because apparently heavy rain is coming at the end. So we will likely be seeing at least 2 stops from everybody. Unless people are somehow going to make their hards go until the end, which would be amazing. Did Kingspin get DRS? He did not. And he's got absolutely no battery. And people don't seem to realise that, you know, once you go down under 10%, your car gets slower with battery. There's no good burning that battery under 10%. You might as well turn it to medium. So, but people still do it. They're still retarded. They think they're going to go faster. You're not going to go faster. Your car is incredibly slow in that instance. Sketchy Crib in P7. He is starting to struggle with keeping up with Warman. And we're about to do... Oh, he hits that wall very hard. I didn't see Wing fall off, but we'll get a better angle here. Maybe we fucking won't, game. Fuck you. I think that... No, it's not off. It's not off. It's not off. We will do our Smoking Cheese fuel check. He has underfueled. And he is 2.9 down. What about anyone else going brave on fuel? No, it's just one retard. Oh, wait, no. I apologise. Alex Carugo. And there's been an instant further back. Not too sure who it was, but I can take a good guess because Yuki World has got absolutely minimal front wing. She has the wing, but no end plates, or what do you call them? The bits above. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't work in F1. I'm just a commentator, guys. And she will come into the pit lane for a new front wing. Cheese is P1. Great call by JD Assassin. This is why... Oh, never mind, JD Assassin. Never mind. Good call, though. Good... Oh, my God, there's contact! I've got to watch out on my phone, see what the fuck just happened. So Ben Arnold takes the lead. And then, does he get tagged, or... yeah, he gets tagged. He gets tagged by Eason Louis. In the back. Spin Smoking Cheese. And now Cheese is going to be driving with a bit of vengeance in that vehicle of his. He's got 1.3 to Sketchy Crib. You know, I think we're definitely looking at a post-race penalty for Eason Louis. 25. That was on him. You know, he makes contact there. Outbrakes himself. Spins the car. As pretty much as slam dunk as a penalty as you're going to see. He didn't T-bone him, no. He just clipped the rear wheel. Well, it wasn't that bad, but he did catch him. As Yuki World picking up our first time penalty of the race down in P19, and my wife not having much luck today, unfortunately. Kingspin again not really learning from his ERS mistake usage. He is just trying so desperately to stay with that top 3, and he won't have DRS onto the next straight. Eason Louis is just clasping on to TRS at this point. Alex Carugo, is he going to get a move done? He switches to the inside and gets the move done fairly comfortably. He will now be our new race leader here on lap number 5. Don't forget, guys, heavy rain forecast towards the end of the race. So far, no VSCs, no safety cars, not even a red flag. Although, how often do we actually see a red flag? Ethan Louis, again, starting to struggle with keeping pace. And I tell you why, he's got no right end plate. You got to say then, he's doing a fantastic job right now. Unless he just got that damage, I don't know. But fair play to him. If he's been carrying that damage for a while, any safe car mid-race would make hard people in trouble. If it's mid-race, they'll be fine. If it's, you know, before 15, they won't be fine. Because if we are going to get that rain, that heavy rain, the mediums would not have to go to the end. But yeah, if we saw a safety car right about now, the hard runners would have a bit of an ultimatum. You know, do they pit for the mediums, or do they tough out on these slightly worn hard tyres? And Deflink joins the list of the penalty grabbers, I'm going to call them. He got that. That makes a lot of sense. So Ethan Louis, Chessboy, manages to pick up a speeding into the pit lane penalty in Singapore. That is quite impressive. Yeah, Ethan Louis, bit calmer. Therefore, his mistake as what is happening back here. Tem and Matej, I believe, have got into an incident, and I think someone's got damage. I didn't see Tem's car there. His left end plate's there. Oh, I saw a bit of debris on the ground. Let's have a look at his right end plate here. I think that's missing. It is missing. As Tem, doesn't matter though, he's still going to send it. He's going to complete the move by going off track, and a respectable driving though by Tem as he lets Matej back through. He realises he was in the wrong, and to penalise himself even further, he's just going to slow down even more. He's just going to pretty much stop driving. We didn't see replay yet. It might be Cheese's mistake, you know. I did watch it back on my phone, and it's very difficult for it to be Cheese's mistake when Ethan Louis does just go into the back of him. I'd be surprised if that could be interpreted as Cheese's fault. I think maybe he's surprised by the braking, but bear in mind Cheese has a car next to him or just ahead of him. I think Ethan Louis is probably going to have to take responsibility for that one, unfortunately, for the young Scandinavian driver. Meanwhile, back at the front, Smoking Cheese has got past Sketchy Crib at some point. We didn't see that. But the top two are starting to pull away from Ethan Louis, who still carrying that damage, obviously. And the choice will be, does he fix that wing at the pit stop? Luckily, he's on the mediums, so he'll be pitting earlier than if he was on the hards. He didn't have to carry the damage as long. But that damage, he'll be feeling that. He will be feeling that. And you've got to think that without that damage, he would definitely be on this top two. You know, if he's doing this good of a job, missing an end plate, he would be in that top. He would be with that top two. And this section right here going to be so difficult for him. Getting the turn in, getting the car slowed down without further damaging your wing. He's doing a good job, to be fair to him. He is doing a very good job. Smoking Cheese, maybe looking at Oliver Warman. Little midget legs himself. Cheese still with that fuel problem. He might get the run on him here. Is he going to send it perhaps? He won't need to send it because he'll be ahead before they even get to the corner. Smoking Cheese. Oh, Ethan Louis maybe was on pause there because he's just dropped down a couple positions. That is not good for him. Not good at all. I'm just going to have a quick check of Cheese's fuel. Stop moving your wheel, buddy. I can't read it as Ben Arnold retakes the lead. 2.5. He is saving. He needs this rain to come so he can save more fuel, because 2.2 or 2.5, sorry, still a big concern for the old Smoking Cheese. And I tell him every week, don't underfuel your car by 5 laps, you dickhead. Doesn't listen, guys. He knows better than me. What can I do about it, guys? I try. I give. It's just take with that, man. Take. Anyway, critical skills. Pretty bored by himself by the looks of it. Not too much threat from behind. No threat going forward. He is 9 seconds off of the top 7. And what did I say before the race, guys? He was going to finish between 8th and 13th. And he is looking very, very solid in that window. I tell you what, another man who has even... Oh, a bit of a slide there. I don't even know. How do you say it? Even littler to do. Does that make sense? I don't know. Peter Taplin. 3 seconds off of 12th. And 16 seconds away from 14th. And he's not in the points. So, you know, if you're in Pete's cockpit right now, other than the burger he's eaten, you know, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking, why am I doing this? What is the point in me being here? And I don't mean, like, being alive. I just mean driving. Yeah, I don't think he's suicidal in the cockpit. Maybe he is. If we see him crash hard, then it would make sense. MEIQ, I thought something had happened with him. It has not. We're just seeing some very, very early pit stops as Newton Killer on lap 9, or it was lap 8 really, fixes that wing, and he will rejoin on the hards, and it will be the same for Gold Samurai. Mediums already pitting, they are. So either they're two stopping, or they think they can take these halves long enough until the rain arrives. They had damage, so, you know, maybe you can't blame them too much. Smoking Cheese is into P3, and he is getting very close to dropping Kingspin. I think Kingspin will have... He didn't get this straight, so that will be Kingspin breaking the train, I guess. I don't know. Now, can Smoking Cheese track down this top 2? Are they going to be working together? Any ideas what lap we could see rain? I don't know, unfortunately. I was told it was late and it was hard. And because this game is shit, I don't get to see, you know, what the drivers say at the start of the forecast. The spectator mode is dog shit. And it's difficult to see the sky around here. There's a lot of buildings in the way. So the sky won't be too much. And it's dark as well. It just looks dark. It doesn't look cloudy or anything. It just looks dark. It just looks like a black guy in the sky. As Oliver Warman now makes his way past Ethan Louis. And Sketchy Crib may fancy doing the same. No, I think he might have to remain a bit more patient. He is burning that battery. He's desperate to get past. I think he feels like it's important. Because Ethan Louis really starting to struggle now. Of course, these two teammates, so they will be fighting for pit priorities. I don't know what... Great camera angle, game. Something just happened. Let me watch that back on my phone. I mean, from what I can see, no contact there. I think finally that damage and the tyre wear just playing a part in Ethan Louis just missing the corner. And he's got even more... Look at that wing. That is a bombshell right about now. That wing is completely fucked. He will be needing to pit. And critical skills might be smelling a P7. Going to lose some more time for the rest of this lap. And then obviously, well, I hope obviously we see him pit on this lap. Gold Samurai and Tem fighting away. As Tem, I don't know if he got pushed off track. Good call. Ben Arnold and Alex Carugo are still fighting, but don't forget about Smoking Cheese. Ethan Louis into the pit lane. Doesn't understeer out of it. Don't speed either, buddy. Good boy. Good little sausage. Let's go back to this fight at the front. Smoking Cheese slowly reeling them in. As Deathlink speeds into the pit lane. He retires in the pit lane, and that is his race done. And remember what I said. Remember what I said, guys. He needed a good result today to maybe take the lead of the championship. He's done the exact opposite. He is shit. As Ben Arnold setting up a lovely switchback. Bit of contact between the two. And Alex Carugo will hold the position. But Smoking Cheese licking those chops. He's there. He's in the DRS window now. He's worked his way back after that unfortunate contact. And he will be delighted. He can now start to save some fuel again, which he desperately needs to start doing. Sketchy Crib has found himself a couple seconds back of Warman. Newton Killer, Ethan Louis has lost so much time that he's now round about the place where P9, P10 was. Can see Cheese sneaking into P2 here. It's going to be difficult to get the overtake done with P2 having DRS. Alex Carugo could maybe get passed by both cars if he can't get a good enough run. See, it won't be down here, but Cheese has got a phenomenal run into turn 1. Don't think he's going to go for it though. Is Eason Asian? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not his mum or dad, so I couldn't tell you. As MERQ gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Here we go. DRS will be open for Ben Arnold and Cheese. Ben Arnold fakes the outside. Alex Carugo having none of it. And a bit of contact there as Ben Arnold tried to go down the inside. Alex Carugo still going to hold the inside line. It will now turn to the inside for Ben Arnold. But I think he might just be a bit too far back. Yes, he is. He is. He tried to hold it. But Alex Carugo doing just about enough. No racist jokes in the chat, please, guys. We don't want to upset any of the drivers. I'm allowed to make racist jokes, but you guys aren't. That's how it works around here. 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, and we might be about to see... We might be about to see part 7 of the fight between Ben Arnold and Alex Carugo. And she's happy to just sit back and watch this unfold. He doesn't want to lose a wing or anything. And I tell you what, all this fighting, Kingspin and Warman are slowly creeping up. Like a prime paedophile, just creeping up in the park. Nothing to see here, guys. Just nice and quietly. If we see another fight here, it could be looking at about another second game for Kingspin. Won't see any action into turn 1. Through turn 2 and 3 we go. I don't know if this little slight right kink counts as turn 4, but we'll say it doesn't, and we'll say that is turn 4. How is the run for Alex Carugo? He's got a very good gap, so he should be fine. That's probably not good news for the likes of Kingspin and Warman. They want fighting. Sketchy Crib into the pit lane. He's gone on to a set of hard tyres. He's taken his mediums a good 12 laps, so he'll be feeling comfortable taking those hards to the end, you would imagine. And he will rejoin in P8 fairly comfortably. And he will have P6 once people start to pit. Or maybe potential undercut could work for him. He can get these laps going, and these guys will not be pitting straight away. Potential undercut territory for Sketchy Crib to maybe find his way back into this top 5 fight. Good gaps ahead for Alex Carugo. He shouldn't be in danger round about here. Let's go back to P10 though, as Forrestal Waif, Newton Killer and Eason Louis fighting away for P9. As Forrestal Waif has pit this race, but it was very early on. I believe it was for damage. Eason told me his screen freezed, that's why he crashed. That is unfortunate. That is, not only does he hit someone else, he causes damage, and you know, it's no fault of his own, so unfortunate for Eason Louis. But we know he's got good pace, so he can definitely still make some marks on this race. As Eason Louis has cleared Newton and Forest Waif, and he's now started to run away with P9. Further back down, we've got Gold Samurai approaching the back of MEIQ. On older tyres though, so maybe not approaching the back, maybe falling away from him. Yuki World, just in a world of her own at the moment. Just her own little Yuki World. And there's 22 of them. She's trying to chase down Chess Boy and Alabuk for P14 though. Let's have a look at Kingspin and Warman, who are no longer gaining on the cars ahead, as they're no longer battling. So we're seeing the pace differential between the top 3 and 4th and 5th. Sketchy Crib also approaching the back of ITAP in that 18. 1.7 is the gap. Let's see if Pete's got damage, because he's a bit retarded, so it wouldn't surprise me. I don't think he does. Pete Driving very smoothly today. He might be able to nick a point or two. He'll nick a burger or something. We'll give him a burger and give his tummy a big old rub. Who's a good boy, Petey? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Anyway, I'm a bit disappointed with Ben Arnold, to be honest, right now. To be sitting in DRS and have no battery. I'm not too sure about that. That's a bit poor from him. But why are you burning battery here? You don't. What are you accomplishing? You're not doing anything. A sketchy crib will get past. I tapped in that 18 for P7. Warman and Kingspin both pit. And you just, as Yukiwa picks up another 3 seconds. And remember, Akugo is also low on fuel. Just trying to see. He's only 0.26. He'll be fine, especially when that rain comes. Smoking Cheese, meanwhile, 1.9. He saved about a lap, but he was 2.9 down at the start of the race, so he needs to save another 2, and we're at the halfway point. So either he needs a safety car, or he needs that rain sooner rather than later. Kingspin and Warman rejoining in P7 and P8. They have beaten Easton Louis out. Very early pit stop. Very early pit stop, as JD Assassin saying pit window around 20th lap for hards. As I've said, rain's coming, guys. We don't know when, so you know, you might be thinking an early pit for certain people, but they probably know something that we don't. They probably know that rain's 10 minutes out or something. So they're altering the strategy, and you would hope that, you know, they're not actually believing they can take these mediums 16 laps, because they can't. Because they cannot. Smoking Cheese still lifting and coasting, and Ben Arnold still with no ERS in his vehicle whatsoever. Alex Carugo is leading the race, and he has 80% battery. Ben Arnold pit. Wow, okay, I was about to say, what happened to Ben Arnold? He's into the pit lane. So the first of our front runners to pit off of those hard tyres. Onto the mediums, as you'd expect. Quick Ferrari pit stop. Definitely not the same 2.2 every time. Imagine how pissed you'd be if they made it so it was like career mode and it was random, and you lose a win or something because of RNG. Be fucking livid. Here goes Smoking Cheese. He has a little look up the inside. More of a fake than anything though. Seeing if he can rattle the cage of Alex Carugo. But Carugo, unrattleable so far. He is controlling this race comfortably. And a good amount of battery to go with it. Cheese really could do with starting to build up some of that battery whilst he is in the DRS. He'll come out P3 with fresh tyres and can save battery, forcing others to protect against undercut. Will be interesting. Yeah, he's obviously gone for the undercut, and other two going to respond. He might not come out in P3. He may come out in the race lead. Because I looked just a second ago, and this was 25.5. It's already 24.5. He is going to be in the race lead. And the question is, would he be out of DRS? 23.9. Ben Arnold is flying on those medium tyres. Surely these two have to respond. They do not. Oh, no, Smoking Cheese. Late call into the box by the looks of it. He does respond. He does respond. So let's see how good Ben Arnold's outlap was and how good Smoking Cheese's in-lap was. He's gone on to hards. So he is banking on that rain. That rain has to hit hard enough for them to go on to intermediate tyres. Of course, the 2-tyre compound rule does not apply if they go on to wet tyres. Interesting call from Smoking Cheese. I did not see that coming at all. But that's going to allow him to push on those hards and not have to worry too much about tyre wear. Those mediums will start to die. And there we go. What an undercut for Ben Arnold. 3.8. He's going to be about 6 seconds clear of Alex Carugo at this rate. And I tell you, the undercut was so good. Sketchy Crib, who was, I believe, in P6, has jumped Warman, Kingspin, and Smoking Cheese. And he's going to jump Alex Carugo. He's going to be effective P2. Albeit on slightly older tyres. And Smoking Cheese will be getting held up as well by Sketchy Crib. At this point, Alex must stay out. I don't know. If he feels like he can get these tyres until the rain, sure, stay out. If he doesn't, or if he doesn't think the rain's going to come in time, he can't stay out. Let's have a look. If he stays out now, then he is surely... He's banking on that rain. He is committing 100% on those tyres making it until the rain. Well, I think it's going to come down to tyre wear. Right. I've just been told more information. The last two, I can't remember what you call them, windows on the strategy was light and then heavy. So I'm fairly certain we will see some intermediates. 10 to 15 minutes still, says Pete. Pete, focus on your race, buddy. You're fighting for P13. What a move by Pete. Didn't even see it. We'll pretend it was a good move. Of course, it was on my wife, though. And there's a car alarm going on outside. That's a bit annoying. Let's see if I can see this. Pete might have sent it, but I don't know. Just having a look at the replay. That is my action replay. I just look at my phone. The stream's a few seconds behind. Sorry. Smoking Cheese did clear Sketchy. So he can now start trying to get towards Ben Arnold. A lot of talk in this race. A lot of talking. Forrest will wave into the pit lane. And emerging on a set of medium tyres. Same set he started the race on, I believe. So, 10 to 15 minutes until rain. You know, you're looking at about 6 or 7 laps. So as long as that rain comes down and, you know, hits at a decent rate, we will see intermediate tyres. But of course, we've seen plenty of times the rain comes, but it's not wet enough. Alex Carugo into the box. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. His tyres must have... It must have been a tyre weapon, because he was losing time, don't get me wrong. But he wasn't, like, leaking huge amounts. He is now going to be way down the order. He's going to be down in P6, I believe, as he gets the pit limiter off. Got Kingspin on his outside. But he's going to come out a few seconds back, probably 2. Maybe not even 2. Yeah, not even 2. 1.5 seconds back from Kingspin, but he is going to be rapid. The freshest tyres of the top 6. And he is going to be hunting these men down. And can he make these tyres work? Probably not a good idea, because look how much time he's lost. 8.2 seconds to Ben Arnold. And Ben Arnold controlling the race on those medium tyres. Smoking Cheese. I don't think it was worth the gamble. I think he pit too late. And Sketchy Crib picks up 3 seconds. That is pretty disastrous for him. He was on for a good result. Possibly a podium, but now that drops him down to effective P6. And if we see a late safety car, that is big, big trouble for the old Sketchy man. Nobody will pit for inters into end. Mate, if the rain comes hard enough and it comes early enough, you got to pit. Especially around Singapore where, you know, traction, cornering is so vital. A Warman having a look at Sketchy decides nothing doing there and will tuck back inside of him. Not in a gay way though. 5 seconds the gap now out ahead. Yellow flag. Don't really know what that's for because everyone's still driving in a straight line. Kingspin getting passed by Carugo down the start-finish straight. Sketchy is doing great though. I think he missed his quali laps. I'll tell you what, he probably didn't. His quali pace is not great. He's more of a race pace kind of guy. He likes to keep it consistent, so I think that's probably what's happened. Easton Louis finds himself. Oh, that's Carugo now getting up into P3, is it? What a send from him! I've got to watch that back. Yeah, Cheese is struggling on those hard tyres. I thought he was going to go for one, but he decides, no, I'm going to take both of you at the same time. And it was clean. He still left room on the outside. A good move, you have to say. Carugo is charging. He's going to be on Cheese's gearbox before you know it. And then he'll be looking to get back to Ben Arnold. A 3-lap tyre advantage. Not huge, but it'll be big enough. There's Alex Carugo. Look how much he's already dropped Sketchy Crib. He passed him on the First DRS straight. And come the third one, it's a 1.7 gap. And Alex Carugo may get DRS down the start finish straight. He will. He will. Don't think he'll go for the move here. But down the first DRS straight of the lap, if he can get a good run out of turn 4, he may be in business. He had a bit messy through the final corner though, so might have to delay that plan. Cheese is struggling. 7 seconds now the gap. Yeah, Cheese will struggle defending him. And don't forget, Cheese, he's probably not even struggling that much. He's probably lifting and coasting still. He knows he needs to get this fuel back in his car. Alex Carugo is 0.10, so he's fine. And Cheese, 1.2. Still not great, guys. Still not great. He will have to continue that lift and coast. Looking at the sky, it doesn't look too dark. Sorry, I was about to say it didn't look too dark. It doesn't look too rainy. Yeah, Cheese needs to... This rain needs to come for Cheese to save fuel and to pit for inters. He will get disqualified otherwise. Obviously, he can pit again, but then that takes him down to 11th, maybe? Yeah, probably down to like 11th, so he needs to pray this rain has come. In hindsight, this hard gamble has offered him no benefits whatsoever. He's not driving fast at all. He is struggling to keep pace with Ben Arnold, and he'll be getting past soon, as Hem has had a moment on the start finish straight, but he's got going again. I wonder if he got damage. At least he didn't Lance Stroll it and nearly kill himself into the barrier. Cheese is going to get DRS, I believe, from 10. 5 minutes until rain, says Peter Taplin. And Cheese did get DRS from the back marker. Alex Carugo doesn't care though. He's going to go down the inside. Can he get the car turned in? He can. Cheese going to fight it back round the outside though. Alex Carugo should have the position though. He does. Cheese shouldn't be too mad about this. It gives him an opportunity to lift and coast behind Alex Carugo for a bit. Keep saving that fuel. Sketchy Crib doing a good job keeping these guys behind. Just a shame about that 3-second penalty. As Warman has a little look down the inside, sees what's happening, and tucks back in again. Matej has retired from the race. And that's on track, and that's a safety car. I don't know how the fuck he's done that. That's a safety car. Not even telling me it's a safety car. It's just saying caution, but we see the yellow dot, guys. Do you pit for the intermediate tyres? Ben Arnold is approaching the pit lane. He's gonna come in. I don't know, maybe you do pit for the inters. If rain's 5 minutes away, by the time it gets going, it is the inters. Alex Carugo carries on, Cheese carries on. Sketchy in. Warman follows him in, so does Kingspin. Need to try keep these tyre temps. Yeah, it's a safety car. It didn't tell you it's a safety car, but you see the little yellow dot on the map. That's why they've pit for the inters, in hope that by the time we get racing, it's raining. So it looks like everyone, other than, I think Kingspin forgot to change his thing, because there's no way he's just pit for me. I don't know, Jack. Pete will continue on his medium tyres. Forrest will wait for pit. Alabut we do not know about yet. Keep an eye on that rain, guys. Keep an eye on that rain. There we go, just looking at Discord. So whilst safety car is out and not much is happening. Sochi 2021 vibes. Yeah, kind of. Just without the safety car. So, if either the top two want to pit now, they would be coming out all the way down in P8. Any IQ has managed to get a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Not too sure he's managed to do that one. Don't know if he's going to get another one. Smoking Cheese decides he's made the wrong call. Is it raining? It looks wet in the pit lane. That's rain, is it? Am I retarded? That really looked like rain in the pit lane. Didn't the Russian F1 track get bombed? I don't think it got bombed, no. Karudo needs a safety car in ASAP, but the field spread is so big that it's probably not going to come in this lap. There's rain. There's rain on the visor. It is raining. Okay. You just can't see it. It's so light. The rain has started, guys. Alex Karugo is in a world of trouble. He can't pit now because by the time we get round to the pit lane, he'll be effective last. Yuki World is on soft tyres. She is going to pit for Inters though. It's raining. I don't know, is safety car going to come in this lap? The field is still so spread out. There you go. The rain's not hard. The rain is not hard, but let's not forget, guys, it was forecast to be light and then heavy. So, yeah. Kingspin, Axe Karugo, and Chess Boy all have opted for the medium tyres. Safety car will not be in this lap. Is Tem a lap down? Tem is a lap down. I think Chess Boy's a lap down as well. He is. And he will follow Axe Karugo into the pit. Axe Karugo realises he's made the mistake. And now he's just got to hope that he can rejoin in P7. The run board is Newton, who won't be under Delta. He'll be driving as fast as he possibly can. Where's Axe Karugo? He's going to get beaten. Pete should beat him out as well, but he should be safe to the McLaren. No, not even safe to the McLaren. Where is he? Oh my god. He's all the way down in 12th. They should have, but at least Cheese did the lap before. So, it wasn't great from him, but he still minimised the damage. Because he would also be down in 12th, 13th at the moment. Yes, that is a Ferrari level strategy. So Ben Arnold will lead our safety car restart when we get round to it. We are still waiting for Yuki World to catch up to the field, but I don't think we will see another safety car lap. So it's now or never, Yuki World. Catch up to that safety car. She looks like she's driving very leisurely. She hasn't got time to drive leisurely. We need speed, speed, speed. Everyone else is in the pack. Well, actually, no, Alabrook isn't, but he's close. Will safety car be coming in this lap? It will. There we go. There's the confirmation. Kingspin, the only man left on mediums. This probably will be a disaster for him. As we see Ben Arnold starts to slow down the pack. Kingspin will probably cause chaos, and it's going to be how quickly people can get past him. Gold Samurai rage quits the session just when the race is about to get going again. And UK World will not make it to the back of the pack in time. But let's wait and see when Ben Arnold goes. He goes out of the chicane. And it looks like a fairly good restart. 5.5 tenth gap to Sketchy Crib. Warman currently occupying P3. Let's see how Kingspin can get on with his tyres. Is it still possibly a dry-ish track? If not, it didn't look too wet. And there's no spray coming off the tyres. So I think for now he might be able to... oh, never mind. Never mind. He's about to get overtaken. He is holding up Ethan Louis, who is going to slide down the inside turns to the outside. Kingspin has the grip still. He has the grip. And that actually allows Smoking Cheese. Oh my god, that was audacious from Ethan Louis. And that's going to allow Cheese to get the run on Kingspin. Down the inside he goes. They're still side by side. Cheese will have the inside line again. Kingspin tries to fight it. He can't. He hasn't got the grip. Cheese up into P4 and now he needs to get after this top three. Itchy Crib, don't forget, still has that 3-second penalty. Lap 26 of 31, guys. We are approaching the business end of this race. Kingspin starting to become a mobile chicane at this point. Gold Samurai leaves the session again. First time was so nice he had to do it twice. Ben Arnold quite comfortable out in front. Sketchy Crib also comfortable P2, albeit with the penalty. And Newton Killer desperately trying to get past Kingspin, who continues on in these tyres. As we move on to lap 27. DRS still active though, guys, so it's clearly not that wet. I'm sure the Inters might be the better tyres. Pete bottles what could have been a good result. 3-second penalty for him. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. But DRS is still enabled. Can Newton set up a move? 10 retires from the race. In the pit lane, he was a lap down. So down to 16 runners now. As there goes Newton Killer. An extra 2 points for Ferrari. Ethan Louis will be desperate to join him and get him past Kingspin. There's not going to be any room for him there as a McLaren goes very wide. I think that's MEIQ struggling. The conditions are still just about sticking in there for the medium runner. But Ethan Louis will now get past. This is only going to get worse. Okay. Oh, contact! Contact! Ethan Louis did. I don't think he left the room. Kingspin had nowhere to go. And Ethan Louis tagged round. And he drops down to P10. I don't know if he got damage. He did get damage. Look, I think Ethan Louis just got to give him more room there. I think he goes too deep into the corner. And Kingspin had nowhere to go. Let me know what you guys think of it. But that's how I interpret that collision. Smoking Cheese gets past Warman now for P3. Onto the podium goes Smoking Cheese. And he's now effective P2 for the championship leader. Twice Ethan Louis has had damage. You are correct. Kingspin dropping down to P9. At what point does he give up on these medium tyres? At this point he gives up on them. Lap 28, guys. 4 laps remain of this wonderful Singaporean Grand Prix. Alex Carugo picks up 3 seconds. He's in the pit. He's managed to pick up a penalty. Why is he? He must have damage. He has a shit ton of damage. He's got both end plates missing. Yeah, just a real shame for Alex Carugo, isn't it? A real shame. So much potential today and just couldn't make the right strategy call when it mattered. So it's cost him at least a podium, possibly a race win. The penalties really starting to stack up across the grid now. So if you're without a penalty to your name, you are in business. Smoky Cheese still feels like he can make a late run at Ben Arnold. Obviously that safety car helped him a lot with the fuel and the tyres. Easton could have won, to be honest. He could have, but I don't want to call it his own mistake, but no one else did anything to him. That guy in 12th can still finish P7. He can. It can. Yeah, he can. He definitely can. Maybe not P7. Well, no, definitely not P7. It would be P8, but he's currently for about 5 seconds off of P8. I would be surprised if he could manage that, but you never know. As oh, God Samurai's lagged out again. Someone check this man's hard drive and Wi-Fi, please. Did DRS get this? I assume DRS did get disabled because Cheese does not have it down here. He will go to the outside and he will get the move done. He's got a 4-second gap to make up in 2.5 laps though. I think Ben Arnold's done enough. I think he has got the strategy bang on today. Maybe not the fastest driver out there, but he's made all the right calls, and that's what you need to do in situations like this. Critical Skills is on for a P6. Warm and Sketchy Crib, I think, are going to be close for that final podium spot. Alabuk and Gold Samurai fighting for P11, of course. Alabuk is currently P10 after that penalty is applied to Forest Wave, but it is close. Samurai drives like a knobhead on track, as opposed to driving like a knobhead off track, or... This is how he drives, man. Look at that gap between Cheese. Pushed me off track because he was impatient. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Temmie Bear? You ticket it, son, and I'll have a look at it. 3.3, yeah. Cheese is definitely faster than Ben Arnold, but onto the penultimate lap. I can't wait for this to be over. I've been talking for so long. Aaron tweet, this race is far too long. Yeah. We are well and truly towards the end of this Grand Prix, and bar a calamity from Ben Arnold, he will be winning this race. Smoking Cheese will get second, and Sketchy Crib looks like he's going to hold on to P3. Warman fourth. Skills, I think, is going to take home P5. Newton sixth. Pete seventh. MEIQ not in the points at all because he's got 13 seconds of penalties. There you go. He must have sped into the pit lane like a silly sausage. And Alabuk, I think he's going to gain 3 places, so he'll go up to P9 by the looks of it. It's hard to calculate everything in your head. Normally in real F1 they don't all have 3, 6, 13 second time penalties. Normally it's good drivers, but instead I'm left with bozos like Kingspin and Gold Samurai. I think we're just waiting for this one to be over now, guys. I don't think there's anything we're really looking at in terms of an on-track battle. I think maybe just this midfield. Who's going to get these final few points? How many are they going to get? There's Alex Karugo all over the back of Yuki World, who he is ahead of. As Yuki World, oh, she's actually missing front right end plate. And she has massive understeer. And Alex Karugo will get that move done very easily. On to the last lap, guys. Ben Arnold leads us away. 2 great calls by Ben Arnold today with the undercut. And then pitting as soon as that safety car came out for the Inters. It wasn't wet yet, but he foresaw what was going to happen. He envisioned the future, and he made 100% the right call. But you see how hard this rain is now. As we see, it's probably going to be a 3 second. It is going to be a 3 second. That car just not willing to turn with that damage. So Easton Louis will get 8th by the looks of it, as long as he doesn't lose a second and a half. Yeah, Easton Louis doing a very good job. with half of it. Well, that is a lot of damage. Third time getting damage this race. He just loves damaging his car, doesn't he? But the man we are all talking about, the man who's got it absolutely spot on today, Ben Arnold. I said at the start of the stream, I was like, I don't think he's one of the quickest. He's up there, but he's not phenomenal. Alabuk's binned it. He could have got points. What has he done? Whereabouts is he? Oh my god. Sorry, I got distracted by that. Alabuk, your bottle. Ben Arnold wins the race superbly. Smoking Cheese will have to settle for second, but he will extend that championship lead. Sketchy Crib, a fantastic P3 from him. From fairly far back on the grid, was it P9? A Warman Fourth's Critical Skills proved me wrong. Finishes P5. I bet he is smiling ear to ear in that cockpit. Newton 6th. Pete with a great drive to get 7th. Eason Louis in 8th for a disappointing result after what could have been. Forrester Wave 9th. Gold Samurai 10th after apparently driving like a paedophile. MEIQ 11th. Kingspin 12th. Alex Carugo 13th. And again, another man who will feel hard done by and made the wrong calls at the right time. At the wrong times. And I believe Yuki World has found herself in the wall again. The silly sausage. Yeah, she will come across the line to finish P14. And Chess Boy, a rather disastrous racer, finishing a lap down on a lot of the grid, I think. Here comes Yuki World to finish the race. And there we go, guys. An interesting one. A very, very interesting. Sorry. As there's the podium celebration, which we don't care about. Oh, I need it without the penalties, please, game. So yeah, there is our final standings, guys. A fairly decent race. We'll move on to paedophile of the day and driver of the day. A few shouts. I think Newton. Thank you, Rayan. Yeah, a few shouts. Newton, Pete. That's probably it, to be fair. Ben Arnold. Yeah, you'd have to say. But I think the man who's got to win it this week, Sketchy Crib. Great driving, takes a podium down from 9th place. Just, only thing he did wrong was get that 3-second penalty, and in the end, it didn't cost him anything. As for pedo of the day, it's difficult. It is difficult. I almost want to get. I think I'm going to have to go Alex Carugo. Easy podium, I think, messed up there. And it was his own mistake. So, yeah, pedo of the day is going to have to be Alex Carugo. Couldn't follow up from last week's splendid performance. And, yeah, that is it for the week, guys. Always a pleasure being here with all of you. If you haven't already, make sure you are following, subscribing, loving, liking, commenting. If you're on YouTube, I don't know. Just anything you want to do, anything that will make you happy, that will also make me happy, please. That's it from me. Make sure you're here for tomorrow night, Division 2. Newton in the commentary box. I don't know who with. We'll have to wait and see. Can't believe you don't talk to all the super cool podium finishers. All my homies hate Bernd Meyerlander. 90. Yuki were clearly feeling aggrieved that another lap was not had, or he drove too fast. I've been there, don't worry. Safety car does drive too fast. I agree. Yeah. Good night, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next week for a race that I don't know.